And welcome to Let's Fly VFR. Today heading out in Flight Simulator 2020, and we're going to go and have a look around beautiful Innsbruck. Getting out in the Bonanza. We're going to head out, and many of these videos that are done around this beautiful area are just done around the airport. So what we're going to do today is head to the west a little, and then we're going to head up through the valleys, have a bit of a look around, and then come back and land here. And we'll get the gear up first and get ourselves going. It's a little bit of an overcast day. Clean it all up and head out in this beautiful scenery. Clouds are looking pretty reasonable. Now we're going to head out here, and we're just going to go right and follow what I believe is number 177. That's the road we're heading out initially. Going to come across Seefeld, so you can correct me if I get the names right as we head up here through the valley. Doesn't it look amazing? Really does look amazing. It's fantastic in VR. I've got to say I'm really impressed. Had a little bit of help from Jim. Thanks for that, mate, and it's helped me get things going a little bit better, because I have to say I was struggling with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, getting it running and getting it working. So heading up the valley here, got lots of trees, got the snow-capped peaks as we head along. We head up towards Muttenwald, I believe it's called, just as it opens out here on the flats ahead of us here. Got a few little water holes and stuff we're flying over on the way there. But its handling is pretty nice. This aircraft is pretty handy in the air. It's certainly very quick. Back the power off a little bit, and we're just cruising along at a fairly low altitude just so we can have a look at the scenery. Trying to get a grasp on the whole thing, you know. Just controls it, looking back into the back of the aircraft. No one with me today. It's very lonely, so thanks for joining me on this little flight. Bit of a discovery one. It's probably one of my first really decent flights that I've had in Microsoft Flight Simulator. As you know, I am the ever-present X-Plane 11 fanboy. I have been for quite a few years, so no, very happy to see this working well and enjoying a bit of a flight around in the country here in Germany. I think there's a lot more to discover after update 6, which we got just very recently. So heading further north, and we're coming up to the river. So this, my understanding, is the Azar River that we're going to follow for a little while, and then when we get to the other end of it, we're going to come to the Azar. Well, I guess it's a lake. So we're going to go up there, and then we'll turn around and come back. But it's certainly a nice little flight through here. I'm guessing this could be the Wolgau township on the left there. There's a couple of little villages that we've just flown over in that flat area. The Kron was the largest one of them, as you can see back behind us there as we're following up over the top of the river. Not bad modelling. I'm just going to also have a look at some of the new aircraft that are available out there as well, and add a little bit of scenery. See what else we have to do with this pretty nice flight simulator. I've got to say I'm warming to it a little bit more, because we do a little bit of low-level flying as we head up the Azar River, and we're going to go out into the actual Azar Lake. We've got Jager von Fall out to the right here. So I don't know if we're actually going to be able to see that. That's right on the point there as the water. As this narrows just on the right hand side there's a little township there. Doesn't that look great? In over the road. It's a little bit jittery on the recording. Hopefully that'll be smooth when you guys see it, but a little bit of a bridge there. Get around, and I think this is probably far enough out. I'm really impressed. No, it's running pretty well. Scenery looks amazing. So we'll do a bit of a turnaround and then I think we'll head back to Innsbruck after just a little flight. If you've got any really great places you think I should go fly that are particularly picturesque, please leave me a comment in the comments below, and we'll look to go and visit a few more places within the whole world of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. A bit of a turnaround here. This is quite a big lake. If you keep going, it goes up to Wolkenklam. My German is pretty appalling. But we get to turn and we will come back down, and we've managed not to hit any of the walls or any of the trees in here. And flying this in VR, it looks really amazing. I'm still using the Oculus Rift. The system is running really nicely now with the Ryzen 5600X and the 2060 Super 8GB card that's still running pretty well. It'd be nice if video cards were a real price again, but that doesn't seem to be something that's going to happen for a while, so I'm going to stick with what I got. Very jealous of any of you guys that have managed to get 3080s and 90s and things. Wish you all the best with them. Hopefully you're having a great time flying around in whatever simulator you really enjoy flying. We're going to take this one back just a little bit more altitude, just across the top of the peaks of these mountains. So we head back down. Now if you go north from where we took off back at Innsbruck, now we're heading back south again. But if you head further north, you can go all the way up to Munich, I think is further north. It's probably the nearest of the big cities north of here. A little way to go. Might have to do a flight up to Munich and see what Munich looks like after update 6. There's, I'm sure there's plenty to see there. A lot of beautiful scenery, lots of lakes to fly over. Snow-capped mountains seem to be something that's pretty common here too. Interested to see whether this changes scenery from summer to winter to whatever over time as well here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Looking pretty good. I did think about going left and heading up that that valley there. I think we'll just continue on in the direction we're going and just make it a nice easy flight back. Let's fly VFR. Nice how it sticks the channel on the side of your plane for you if you change that. Looking pretty good, isn't it? That lake looks pretty good, and out in the distance down the clouds. I don't know what the blue is there, or whether that's just more clouds. Heading back down the river, the Azar River. It's just relaxing to shoot down here, isn't it, guys? I'm sure there's lots of really great scenery to see with the new update. The displays in this are working pretty well. Got them on a decent refresh rate and they're nice and smooth. Happy with that. The only issue with flying in VR that I found so far is with the Oculus mirror. You can't go clicking on anything in the cockpit, otherwise it turns the mirror off, which is a bit frustrating. Something that doesn't happen in X-Plane. I don't know what other games or flight simulators that you can use Oculus Mirror with that you can still click within the game and not lose it, but DCS and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 are certainly two that don't work well, so you just have to make sure you've got everything assigned to your controllers. That cloud looks to be getting a little bit lower. And here we are on the downwind. Certainly got some good speed. It was up about 160, 170 knots. This thing really shifts. Get the gear down. A little bit of a bump. The flaps down and get ourselves ready to come around and turn on base. Sending nicely, just going to give a nice smooth gentle turn as we come around onto the runway. can hear the air noise over the aircraft as well. That's good. The sound is pretty good. Okay, coming in on final, we'll get ourselves leveled up. Just a little on the low side, but that's okay. Stop me from bouncing, won't it? It's got the flare up and powering back. Here we go, safely back. So a nice little trip from Innsbruck and around some of the German countryside. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'll look forward to doing some more flights. If you've got any suggestions, maybe around Europe, especially with the new update, let me know and we'll go flying there, discover what else is to be seen. Thanks for taking some time and flying with me. Catch you back here at Let's Fly VFR real soon. Don't forget to visit letsflyvfr.com. Catch you then. Bye.